Show is sick. She's getting close, boys and girls. Just a few little more things to do. Good tunes, good cars, cold beer. Don't get no better. All right, boys and girls, we had to pull off the 51 cause we got a mess down here. You see all that oil down in there? Look at that oil splatter. Look over here. I cranked this thing up Sunday. Hadn't been able to drive it since my foot's been giving me such a problem, because that was my clutch foot. Took it around the neighborhood, and thank God it waited till I came back. But I don't know if you can see this here. I pulled up in the garage and backed out so I could pull Jamie Wool's truck in. Stopped right here to park it. Got out and said, "What is leaking?" Evidently, it's sitting for several months. The front seal has decided to give up. So rather than let the car sit here till I finish the Rusty Sanford & Son truck, I'm gonna rip into it today, pull the harmonic balancer. I got a new front seal in the cabinet, so we're gonna try to fix this today. I'll let y'all know how we come out. Y'all be good. Well, boys and girls, it ain't an easy fix. Don't buy cheap parts. This seal right here, no name. Forget that little divot, that's where I pulled it with the puller. No name, but it just slips right down so easy on that balancer. And that, you gotta figure that's gotta hold on a good strong motor 40 to 60 PSI. And it's slipping too easy. Here's a good seal. You got to force that sucker down. That's a national seal. But the problem is, they put a cheap little chrome timing cover on it that is warped. I can put the new seal in there, but it'll only half hold it. If you tap it just right, the seal pops out, which is probably what made the other seal prematurely fail. So now we gotta drop the oil pan so we can pull the timing cover and replace it, which means taking all these accessories off. So this just became a little more involved, but we'll get it. It ain't nothing but nuts and bolts. Y'all be good. All right, boys and girls, we got the timing cover off. Wasn't too bad. And we found the problem. Look here. See this little divot here? Doesn't look too bad from the outside. Look at the inside. Look at that. That seal was never going to seat like that. I don't know how they did it. It's bent. Bent out, protruding out. Make the seal cockeyed, which probably made it wear prematurely. That and half the bolts were loose. So it's probably a good thing we're doing this. Not everybody should be a mechanic. Probably including me. Y'all wish me luck. Be good. All right, boys and girls. We've been piddling on the Camaro all day. She's coming along. About got her back together. Working on finishing up all the motor. Then we're gonna tape everything off. Clean this flat black up. Paint it nice satin. Clean it up. We've been hanging out in the garage at the house. Not bad. Got this patio heater, boy, it makes it toasty in here. But go from the car to the Blackstone. Got a little chicken on there. Got some potatoes. And then I'm gonna have some shrimp and scallops that I'm about to dump on here. So, y'all be good. We go from wrenching in grease to cooking in grease. Y'all be good. Boys and girls, look at him. Luckily I had a booster pump on the shelf, or accelerator pump. Roger. Relocated all the RS relays, headlight relays, hit them. Everything's polished. Still got a little wiring cleanup to do over there. Got to hook up my choke right there. Cleaned up my battery. Bought a high-dollar battery. It's coming along. She's still idled up because she's cold. About to get this puppy all wrapped up. Y'all let me know what you think. Except for a little final cleaning, I'm calling her done, boys and girls. Got her up on the blocks. I used one of them fat reusable Velcro oil pan gaskets. After a couple heat cycles, you have to kind of snug those up. Maybe that'll fix my little oil seep I had going on. It's covered in pollen. See? Seems to be running real good. I wanted to drive it today, but it's raining. But hopefully a final cleaning. This puppy is ready to do some cruising. Let me show you my new tack I put in. I know it's not 67 gauge cluster, but I think it's cool. Y'all be good. Maybe we'll get to drive this thing in a couple of days. All right, boys and girls. Boy, that escalated quickly. Check this out. See how high she is off the ground? No tires, not safely sitting on the blocks. That is because you cannot get the old sway bar. Matter of fact, look how little that is. Look how fat that is. You cannot get the sway bar out without at least very minimally dropping the lower control arm so it can swing down far enough to get it to pivot out of the way around the end links. So I didn't count on all of that, but we got it out. Now it's time to put the new one back in and start putting it back together. I was going to do the front first because it was the easiest. Yeah, right. Then we get to move to the back. We got a rear sway bar for the back, and we're going to try to make them old Summit traction bars work. I don't know if they will or not. If any of y'all know if regular generic fit traction bars will fit on a 67 with mono leafs and stock shock plates, let me know. Y'all wish me luck. This escalated, but still hoping to get it done early afternoon. Catch y'all later.